Welcome everybody to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the same. Spanish and Italian is the same, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're on number 5. Shut up, Mark. Get on with it. Cheers, everybody. So, let's get to it then. Very exciting, actually. After number 4, which was a sacred oil, a lot of confidence came to me, and yeah, it was a beautiful feeling. And am I right in saying it was sacred before? Anyway, I was confident anyway after sacred. But saying that, I've got a connection to one particular crystal. I don't actually know truly why it's that crystal, because so many other crystals have amazing energy too, and they've done such wonderful things. But Moldavite seemed to always just take me to a different level, make me walk twice the distance before I went home to process what I'd been through that day while working with Moldavite with clients. So there was a particular time when I started working with Moldavite, and it was like it's above and beyond any crystal that I've experienced as a healer that has affected me in so many different ways, so many ways. I often wore Moldavite. People would see me over the 12 years that I was a constant healer, full time, and wherever I'd go, I'd have a big chunk of Moldavite on me. So that Moldavite always kind of stayed with me most of the time, whether it's from one piece to another. I always had Moldavite on me. So obviously a day had to come where I thought I wanted to make an oil, and I wanted to make an oil with Moldavite in it, and I wanted it to be a Moldavite oil. So that kind of came to me, but it was probably the most challenging of oils to make, because it's not like, okay, this is the oil that you should use, because I wasn't really sure what would work. So testing carrier oils with Moldavite, and also whatever other oil I wanted to add to it as an aromatherapy oil, natural oil. I just add them and just add the Moldavite in there. And it's funny because out of all, I don't think I've spoke about this, but this is kind of where my intuition works, as well as the combination of using my tarot. So they've just done that now, actually. Somebody's just called me for a big project, and they wanted to know what word to use, and they had 2 words, and the card, the sun card, came up for one of them. So do you want me to tell you how I do it? I know I'm going off on one, but it's good to know how I work with oils and how it starts. So I write 2 names down on 2 separate pieces of paper, identical. I'll show you. So I fold it like that when I put the name in, and then fold this one. I'll just double check. I know that's somebody's name, totally different. Okay, so I've got it. So there it is. So 2 different names, put them together, fold them up like this, close my eyes, mix them together like that, so I have no idea what the names are, and then I'll lay them both down on the table, and I take my tarot cards, and I'll flush my tarot cards up, how I do, into 2 decks, and then I will turn 1 card over for that piece of paper and 1 card for that piece of paper. So I only turned 1 card over for that piece of paper. As you can see, it's all scrumpled up. This one isn't, because I didn't open it, because I didn't need to. Why? Because the sun card came up. Now, if you've ever practiced, if you've ever done the 10-hour online video course, tarot course with me, you'll know that the sun equals yes. So soon as I got that, there isn't a card to supersede it. It just means yes, this is it. So I said to, you know, a client who called me, I said, you've got a sun card, this one. And I intuitively knew it was that anyway. I didn't need to turn the cards over, but it's nice to confirm it. Well, the same thing was with this oil, Moldavite oil. And it was Palo Santo. It was the only one with the yes. So out of maybe, you know, I think maybe 8 or 9 different types of oils and some really special oils that I hadn't worked with and people had told me about around the world. So I'd got all these special oils, and it was Palo Santo. So it made sense. So, okay, so now I've got the natural oil, I've got my base oil, and now I have to flood it with Moldavites. So that's not so easy, because when we were doing this, when I started creating this, Moldavite prices went as high as 37 a gram for the most rough Moldavite, and it was up to I think 120, something like that, a gram. So it was a little crazy. So, you know, do I want rough? It doesn't really matter, but I don't know. Something about a Libra wants the nicest things, right? Maybe just the way I am. I want the prettiest ones. It's not necessary, because it can be ugly and not cleaned correctly and just really rough. Doesn't matter. Moldavite works its magic. So anyway, I managed to get, I think it was a kilo of Moldavites, and they were small pieces, very small, and that's what I wanted. I've got some big pieces in, but mainly small. And I started with a big jar, which is in the other room. It's in the other room, but it's similar to this size. I know I've got my Palo Santo, which is from Peru, the best Palo Santo. And then I've got my base oil, and I've got my Moldavite. So I started the process where I like to work on the Moldavite to start with. And how I work with that is on pure energy healing, which is I take the Moldavite and I add a frequency in of energy. Worked with that for, I think I mentioned to you guys, it was about, I don't know, 50 hours, something like that. So over time, I'd worked on that, and then the Palo Santo, I'd be holding the bottle for, again, many hours, and then getting the, I think I used grapeseed, yes. So I worked on the grapeseed as well. So once that's ready, then I started doing maybe about an hour of frequency work with, surprise, surprise, the Moldavite bowl. So we've got the frequency, we've got pure energy healing, so everything's ready now. So the jar, put energy into the jar as well, surrounded that for the first day with Moldavite. And then when I felt everything was ready, the Moldavites went into the jar, then the Palo Santo, which was a whole litre, and then the grapeseed oil. And that's when the work began. So now every day you put about an hour energy work into it, depending on what I wanted. At that particular time, I wanted people to have more, I don't know, experience for the connection of the extraterrestrial, that energy which is out of this world. I wanted people to connect to their pineal, their higher self. I wanted people to feel intuition. I wanted people to break through. I did a lot to begin with. I did a lot of energy work for them to break through that barrier, mind barrier. So I worked on that as energy. I saw, I tried to work on visualization and light work through the third eye. and so on. Worked on the crown chakra, did a lot of work with that as well, and put that into the oil as well as the crystals now. So we've got all of these beautiful, beautiful energies inside. And then I added about, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30 beautiful pieces of Herkimer diamond, and that then kind of just takes it to another level. So when I was ready with that, I started bottling it up. I was excited, and I think I've got everything. I've probably met so many things I miss. I can't remember everything, and I get so upset because I missed some the other day that I should have mentioned. But anyway, it's just one of those things. But what you need is what you get, I guess. So there's the Moldavite oil, the first bottle I created. As I did before, I think I sent about 20 bottles off to people who love Moldavite, who are Moldavite buyers, who are Moldavite sellers, and people who basically work as healers. So about 20, maybe 25 bottles, and waited for the response. And I was just blown away. The response was amazing. It's another level of working with Moldavite. I'm like, okay, I got that 3 times, and I'm saying, okay, it's ready. So then I announced it to you guys saying, I've got the bottle of Moldavite ready. So here it is. I'm going to open it. This is a fresh bottle. Very potent in energy. So you don't need that much. Please be aware of that. A few drops. 3 drops. Put that back there. Okay, rub your hands together. So as soon as I did that, as soon as I rubbed my hands together, my shoulders went on fire. I can't breathe now. I'm struggling to breathe. I'm literally struggling to breathe at this moment. My chest feels like it's caving in and expanding at the same time. That is the power of this oil. So I feel like I need to breathe, and I was fine a few seconds ago. So it just shows you the power of it as soon as it goes into your hands. Okay, so I'm going to breathe in through my nose, hold for 3 seconds, and then breathe out through my mouth, exhale for 3 seconds, and then hold for 3 seconds and repeat. Okay. So I'd like to just share what I'm feeling at the moment. I feel like I'm in a tunnel of white light in my third eye. My eyes are just vibrating like crazy. I'm starting to see colour. I even hate to say this word now, rainbow. I'm starting to see lots of colours because rainbow's been hijacked. And now I'm starting to see formation, like a Mandela effect, like mandala. All of these beautiful shapes, now they're going and coming and going. Everything's moving back and forth. It's absolutely beautiful, and I haven't even rubbed it onto my third eye. So let's do that then. Third eye, depending on who you speak to, shamans, they say it runs down to the nose and can come right up to the top and across. So some people say, oh, it's just here. A bit like the heart chakra, when you talk about, oh, the heart chakra's there. Power points are different on each person. And if you think that we're all exactly the same, then it would be similar to saying that every crystal works the same, which it doesn't. Every crystal works different on each person. Point being, you are a different energy, so you follow that. So anyway, I'm moving off on the real subject matter, which is you just rub across your forehead like that, and then on top of your head, just do some massage there. The more you want to open it, I would suggest one hand out like this and one hand about 2 inches away from your forehead, you'll feel the heat starting to go really hot. And that is just basically energy pouring through. You might find you get a headache to start with. That's a good sign. That means that you're clearing away everything what's blocking you. And then you can go to the top of the crown as well. And you can also do exactly the same thing as all the other bottles, which is behind the ears to hear the truth, on the throat to speak your truth, and on your heart to feel the truth. Moldavite oil, to me, I don't really use it on my back. I don't use it on my stomach, but some healers tell me that they love working with it on the stomach. So each to your own. One lady said to me the other day, who's a practicing healer, she said she rubs it on the belly button, which is doing some great work. I'm like, wow. Temples and the back of the neck are places that you can work with it too. Okay, so what does Moldavite oil do ultimately? Well, coupled with, you know, the Moldavite, the amazing Palo Santo, and the Herkimer Diamond, that energy in and amongst sound frequency, you've got a high vibration oil, which it basically acts like Moldavite in a sense. It's not exactly the same, but it does bring you to a level which is different from the other oils. It heightens you to a different level of awareness. So why would you buy it? I'd buy it if I was a healer. I'd buy it if I was interested in any kind of meditation, mantra, breathing exercises, yoga, anything that I'm wanting my body to excel in. If I want to, you know, be a better psychic, if I want to be a better healer, you're pulling forward a higher level of energy, a different level of energy. So it might be a bit strange for some people, and they might find it a bit weird, but I like strange and weird because I'm strange and weird. So I like different energies. The thing with Moldavite is it's never ever been anything but positive to my clients' healing process. There's never anybody run out saying, oh, Moldavite. Nobody's ever done that in a healing session, ever. If they did, I'd say, oh, guys, it's true. My clients are running out. What I got was more tears, more visualization, more connection to the family and spirit, more unusual stuff that happened to them that they couldn't explain, but they weren't fearful. It was just like, Mark, that was just weird. Like, yeah, Moldavite is weird and strange and lovely, but never dark or dangerous. What I did see is it brings out a lot of trapped trauma, whether it's this life, past life. If you believe in that, doesn't matter, but I do believe it brings out a lot of stuff that needs to come out before we get to that level of seeing. A bit like when you fall over and hurt yourself really bad, and then you say, oh, there's a pothole there now, you know, and and nobody else really bothers about the pothole because, well, you know, they don't see it until they fall down in the pothole. Then they want everybody else to see it. Well, I found that using this oil was incredible. Now, bear in mind that I used my 3 oils, and then I would put a piece of Moldavite on top of on top of the oil, so it would be there. So and I had at that time cleansing oil. Well, my cleansing oil is basically Palo Santo. So really, I'd already been using Moldavite oil, in the sense that I used the cleansing oil with the Moldavite, and it was the same, and it is kind of the same. So, you know, even if you don't have Moldavite oil, just get the cleansing oil, my bottle of cleansing oil, and put a beautiful piece of Moldavite on the third eye. You'll get the same energy effect. Anyway, so the fact that this oil helps, I've noticed with me anyway, that I will get a headache, or I will get, my heart will start beating like crazy, but then it disappears, and then I feel, wow, my heart feels better, or my chest feels stronger. But sometimes the initial moment can be a little bit challenging, and that's the same with Moldavite. So I found that, wow, I got the same effect with the Moldavite oil than a piece of Moldavite. So it is Moldavite oil. It is the plus. I have tried loads of people's Moldavite oil. Trust me, in years, nothing worked. Even with tiny pieces in, it didn't work for me. So yeah, I was a bit hesitant. I didn't know whether it'd work, but I think the combination of Palo Santo and the Moldavite oil, the Moldavite worked, and it does work. Fabulous. The amount of people who say, as healers, practitioners, saying that the Moldavite oil is amazing for my meditation, for absent healing. Absent healing is a big one. So they use it a lot on absent healing. So they get to places and they see things that they didn't see before. It just widens your horizons to other things that you may not see. If you were to ask me on a physical level, what does it do? I wouldn't really say it would do anything, but it might make you feel a little bit strange to begin with. So on a physical level, whatever the cleansing of the negative energy which you've created or somebody else has created has to we've got to get rid of it. So as soon as you put the oil on, you might have a reaction, a physical reaction, but within a few minutes or 20 minutes, it's gone. And if you really listen to yourself, you'll realize that it's not few, and thank God for that. It's, wow, I feel much better. Because I had a headache a few moments ago, and now it's gone, and my head feels light, and it feels like, wow, I'm ready to do the work. So I would, you might say to me, and I know people have done, but for me, it's more about connection. It's more about connecting to the extraterrestrial energy, the unusual, the weird, the strange, which I love. I absolutely love that. And it helps me attune to things that I haven't done before. It helps me see things that I've never seen before. And that's what I think this oil is. It's Moldavite, and it's Moldavite oil. So we do 2 bottles actually, and the reason why is because some people were saying, is there any chance you could put a piece of Moldavite in it? And I thought that was a great idea, and I thought about it, but back in the days it was so expensive to buy even a little piece of Moldavite, and that's when I bought it. So after you've watched this video, what I will do as a kind of yeah, I'm just thinking about it now. The Moldavite, I don't know how many bottles there are left. There might only be about 10 or 15 left, but any bottles of Moldavite oil, I don't know what the price is. It's a lot more than the Moldavite oil without the piece of Moldavite in. And I worked with them Moldavite pieces for ages, so they're fabulous energy. So what I'll do is that this is the price that it is, okay? But I'll put a link below, and it will be for the Moldavite oil under this link. So this link will be just for the Moldavite oil, and then underneath that, if you scroll down, you'll see Moldavite oil with Moldavite slice. Now, what I'll do with that is I will do a special offer, because I know people are struggling right now. And the Moldavite oil, whatever the Moldavite price is now, I'll do it at half price. And after that, there's no more bottles, okay? It's just, that's it, it's done. And it's just going to be these. And then you'll have to go and find some Moldavite yourself, find it yourself, hopefully, and source it yourself. Good luck with that. There's so much fake now. But yeah, I'm really proud of the Moldavite oil. I've got to be honest, and I've never come across any Moldavite oil that I've ever felt did justice for the Moldavite. But I believe it's probably one of the best in the world. If I'm a full-time healer now, what would I do with this? I would use it on clients who were non-believers, who struggled with believing anything. I would use it on them if I believed that they were struggling in life and they couldn't see their future, they couldn't see any point in living. I would use it for that. And I would use it on their third eyes, their temples, and I would rub it on their heart. I would work on their heart and I would work on their third eye. and their crown chakra. Rub it on the crown as well. So yeah, probably 3 places: the crown, the third eye, and the heart. And I would work on a level of blasting energy into that, so that the Moldavite oil, and even if you're not a healer and you rub it on them 3 places, it will help you become more aware, awake. You will have more enthusiasm. You'll have more creativity. You will feel brighter, lighter. You'll feel that like I feel now wearing it before I did this video, like now, I feel like there's more possibilities. I've also got lots of thoughts coming through. I've also got lots of ideas as I'm speaking to you, and I speak fast, of course, you know that, but I have lots of ideas coming in. So it's almost like we're opening doorways to places that are positive, high frequency, high vibration. And I personally believe, just like the mystical oil, I think we connect ourselves to a higher frequency that we can connect to our home world. I think this oil does this perfectly, but I also believe it certainly takes us to places where there is a wow factor. It's like, that's just blown me away. Okay, so that's my Moldavite oil. I'm extremely proud of it. Number 5 of my oils out of 10. So I have 10 oils. This is number 5. And I did do a special offer. I don't know if we're sold out or not, so I can't tell you. There was only so many I put to one side, and that is that for you on YouTube, there's one link for my beautiful followers on YouTube, my friends. If you click the link to the set of Moldavite oils, that's the 10 set of oils. I've knocked off £104, and I've also done free DHL delivery worldwide. So it comes to you for €199. So €200, you get all my oils, and you also get it within a few days by DHL. So I think that's a lovely, and they're all the brand new sets that I've worked on. So they're all the brand new batch oils. So I hope you like that as well. And thank you for taking advantage, as a lot of you have. So it's been a good night of sales. So that helps me, encourages everybody, and also it's fantastic that you get all the oils and you can work with them. So number 5, oil done. I've really enjoyed this little series of making these miracle oils. I'm really enjoying it this time. I don't know why. I feel so much more comfortable as I'm doing this, and I'm extremely proud of the oils. And also, if you don't mind, please post some comments underneath. If you're a little bit hesitant to, well, I don't really know where to use the oils, please listen to your intuition. Follow your intuition. Also, like me, I was guided by my own teachings. So I was the pupil. So I learnt by trial and error. So use it anywhere. Use it on your left toe. Use it on your elbow. Just try it and see what happens. And you know, what I share with you is obviously the common places you would use it. There's certain places. I love rubbing it on the knees. They're really powerful power points. But there was sometimes I rubbed it on the back of the knee, and that was also powerful. So there's so many places that your body has power points. But can I use it here? Could I do that? Yeah, do what you want. Don't let anybody say, oh no, you can't do it. There's no, as long as you're not rubbing it on your eyes, okay, or you're drinking it full down, even though you can because it's food grade. You know what I'm saying? You can use it anywhere on the body, and that's it. There you go. So thank you so much. It's been a lovely day today. I've enjoyed it thus far. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com and buying your authentic crystals, incense and oils. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you appreciate the love that I've put into it, and I appreciate you being trusting in my work. So that's it really. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It's growing now, so my ban after 4 years it seems to be lifted. So we had, I think, 500 subscribers yesterday. So thanks very much. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? I'm kidding. Have a lovely day. Links below to these beautiful oil set, the full oil set, and this oil, and the one with the Moldavite slice. 3 links. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye for now.